What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. This is going to be a little bit different today. We have Nintendo franchises. However, we are going to be predicting the Nintendo Switch 2 launch games. Basically, how this is going to work. So I have the list of day one, basically like the day one stuff you'll get with the console. And then the likely ones, which I say launch games, I say more like the first year, which hopefully is in 2025. So yeah, likely I say which ones are going to still release in 2025. 50-50 can be 50-50 release in 2025, or maybe at least announced, but still release in 2026. I think likely at least I could count as like, getting announced in 2025, but some will have to come in 2026. Unlikely meaning that it means that it's gonna not come out for a little bit, so like 2027 or beyond, I guess. And of course, we got Nope or NSO release, because I don't know. Nintendo has been doing a decent job, surprisingly a good job, when it comes to like older franchises making comebacks, obviously. So I think there is some level of hope for some of these, but I'm still going to be optimistic with some of these. It's really going to have to depend. So here we go. Let's just start with Advance Wars. We got Advance Wars like in 2023. It's really hard to see where the future goes, but launch year, I don't know. It's gonna have to put in the unlikely category. Now, like I said, hopefully people will read the title instead of just immediately assume something, but what do you expect? So, alright, whatever. But yeah, Advance Wars, I don't know. It's that kind of franchise that maybe could come back again, but hard to say, really, so I'm just gonna put in the unlikely right now. Animal Crossing. Haven't got a new Animal Crossing game. Personally, I'm not really into the games, honestly, but I know Animal Crossing is a very big IP, so I say it's very likely we're going to at least see it announced for the Switch 2. I don't know if it'll come out in 2025, honestly. I say 2026 is a little more likely, but I say definitely we'll see something about Animal Crossing in 2025. Bayonetta, does this really count? I don't know, we'll count it because I love Bayonetta. Bayonetta's a tricky one. It's one of those series that gets games often, but it's hard to say if they'll make another one like a Bayonetta 4, so I don't know, launch year, I'm going to have to put in the unlikely, unfortunately. I really love this franchise, but I don't know. It's just hard to say where Bayo could go on a tier like this. Alright, next up we have is Donkey Kong. God, please Nintendo make a new Donkey Kong game. Listen, I know there's the Returns port that will likely get overshadowed by the new console, but God, they better make a new Donkey Kong game. Nintendo has been gearing up with Donkey Kong with the theme park, and I'm sure like 2 theme parks they're going to have to talk about, so I say Donkey Kong. I don't know if it will come out in 2025, honestly. I don't even know 2026 either. Fuck it, let's just put it in the unlikely category for the Switch 2. I'm going copium mode. I can't say day one because that seems very unlikely. DK has never really been a launch title. Like, I can't even think of a time. We've had released early once on the SNES, but that was about it. But who knows, honestly. Dr. Mario. This is a franchise I'm shocked never got an original game on the Switch. I guess it's one of those puzzle games that no one's too serious about, but it's a puzzle game people like. So, I don't know, if they want something small to release, I wouldn't mind Dr. Mario. So, 50-50 for Dr. Mario. But I feel like this is something that can still release on the Switch, so you never know. Fire Emblem. We get Fire Emblem games pretty often, so it's only likely we get another one. Will it come out next year? I say it's likely. So, we'll put Fire Emblem in the likely category. F-Zero! This is another franchise I don't know if Nintendo cares that much of. I guess F-Zero 99 was at least a start to see if people want the series back. But again, it's really hard to say, honestly. And considering we might get Mario Kart announced, I don't know if there's room for F-Zero. They would have to be really, really far away. So, F-Zero, I don't know. I'm gonna have to say, as much as I don't know if I should say unlikely or no. I'm like copium. Alright, I'll put very low unlikely category. Golden Sun, another franchise I really enjoy, I never talk about, but it's hard to say if Nintendo themselves really cares about it all that much. Because Campbell hasn't made a new game in a bit, so I say maybe, I don't know, I feel like this is another thing. And considering NSO is likely coming to the next console, I'm gonna have to say no for Golden Sun, I'm sorry. I would love to be wrong, Nintendo's been bringing back old franchises. I mean like a Golden Sun 4. If they make a remake, that would be hype too, but I'll have to say, yeah, not likely. Alright, Kid Icarus. This is another franchise I'm unsure where to place, because Sakurai would like abhor this game, but I don't know if it exists anymore. There's like rumors sometimes, even if it's not true or not, so yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to put Kid Icarus in the 50-50. It would be a big surprise to see it come back in a big way, but again, it's hard to say. It would have to be far away from like other bigger franchises. That's kind of the only thing pushing it back, in my opinion, so yeah. Kirby! We get Kirby games pretty often, and I'd say they'll at least get announced in 2025, and we haven't had something Kirby in a bit, so yep, going in the likely category. I don't complain over Kirby because I love Kirby. Luigi's Mansion. Now, we did just get Dark Moon HD not too long ago, but I do think Luigi's Mansion 4 has a good shot coming. Will it come out early? I don't know. It's hard to say when it will come out. Luigi's Mansion 3 released like a few years ago, back in 2019, so maybe at least in 2026 in my opinion, so I don't know. I say as a launch title, I think this is more likely for like 2026 or beyond, so 50-50, but only because it could be announced. I say this is the most likely of all the 50-50s. Mario and Luigi, we're just getting Brothership, but I do think, I hope Nintendo keeps this franchise alive, so 50-50, because yeah. Mario Kart. This better be like an early title or something. Having us and Tour is fine and all, but I really want a brand new console Mario Kart game. It's been... I know I talked about Donkey Kong, but Mario Kart, at least Mario Kart gets something going on to keep them waiting. And I'm over here just getting up games I've already played. So, whatever. I'm just gonna have to put... I say likely. We better get... Please don't be 8 Deluxe again, please. Alright, next up is Mario Party. I mean, we get Mario Party games often, but considering the time they take, this one won't come out for a while. So, I put it in likely category that it's not going to be a launch or early year, and I feel like it's going to be some sort of sports game. By the way, there is no sports on here, but I probably put it in 50-50 or something. Another mid-Mario sports game. Speaking of Mario, Super Mario, a Mario game for launch. It has to happen, honestly, because, like, we'll talk about Zelda in a bit, but I do think a 3D Mario game, as much as I am rooting for Donkey Kong, I'd be shocked if 3D Mario doesn't at least happen next year. So, day one, probably, for Mario. If I'm wrong, I'd love to be wrong, but, again, I say 3D Mario is a bit more likely. I don't know, it's been a while since 3D Mario, so I hope it is that one. Maybe it will be Mario Kart, but for now, I don't know, we'll see. Metroid! Alright, so this is mostly talking about Metroid Prime 4. It's coming out next year. Who knows when? Maybe it could be early on. So really, I don't know if Metroid will be like a cross-gen title or anything. I'll put it in the 50-50 category for now, though. No, we're gonna put there's two. Why are there two of these? Putting both of them in no. Paper Mario! We're getting Paper Mario. We just got Thousand Year Door remake, but I do think a new Paper Mario game is coming. But this one won't come out for a bit, so unlikely. Pikmin! We got Pikmin 4. Hopefully they don't put this series on a 10-year hiatus again, but it probably won't happen for a bit, but I say at least 50-50. Why not? Pokemon! We get Pokemon games pretty early, so I know, it's pretty likely. I don't know if the Legends game will be a cross-gen title, but I do think some sort of Pokemon game is going to come on the Switch too. Anyway, early, because it's Pokemon. Punch-Out! This is another franchise I don't know if Nintendo cares that much about. At least a port of the Wii game would be nice, but again, I'm going to have to put in the unlikely category. It's just really hard to say. Rhythm Heaven is another franchise I see a lot of people want. And I haven't played any of the games, but I don't know. It's another one I'm going to be 50-50 on, but I don't know. I'll just put it unlikely. Sorry, guys. Super Smash Brothers. I don't think it's coming out that early. I don't know when it could come out. Maybe by I would say 2027 or something, but or at least 2026 at least. Maybe we'll see something about the next Smash Bros. And if you don't want it because of online idiots, then you're weak. You're a weak one. I'm gonna put it at least below likely because it's Smash Bros. It's a massive franchise, so of course we're gonna get a new game eventually. I don't know if it'll be a port of Ultimate, but you guys better accept a big franchise is getting another game. So alright, next up is Splatoon. Splatoon 3 is still going on, so I don't think this will come out for a bit, honestly. And hopefully they take their time with the next Splatoon, because as much as I'm a fan of it, I don't know, getting 3 Splatoon games in an entire decade, I think they should take their time, honestly. So I'm going to put it below unlikely, because I think it won't come out for a bit. Star Fox! This is another franchise I don't know if Nintendo really cares about that much. It can't really give the best ideas, honestly. if they could make a Star Fox 64 again. I mean, I like Star Fox 64, but come on, man. I've really only played the SNES games and this obviously 64, but I'll put Star Fox at 50-50 maybe. So why not? Let's go on Copium. I played Starfy recently, and I don't know if this is another one of those games. I'm not sure. Like, it's a great. I don't know. It's a little on the irrelevant side, but again, didn't stop some other franchise from coming back. So who knows, honestly. But I'm gonna have to put them, unfortunately, in the NSO category. WarioWare. WarioWare games do come out pretty often. So, I say at least 50-50. We'll get this one for sure. Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm not sure how they'll handle Xenoblade, but I do think something from Microsoft will come. So, I'm going to put this in 50-50. Maybe they'll just do an export or something. Yoshi. I don't know when the next Yoshi game will come, and I'm not too crazy over them because most of them are ass. But I'll put 50-50 because it's Yoshi. Zelda! I don't know what they're gonna do with Zelda, to be honest, because we just got Tears of the Kingdom last year, and we're getting the new one, 2D top-down Zelda, coming out in a couple days. So if Zelda can't be the launch title, then it has to be Mario. So I'm gonna still put in the likely category because I do think something Zelda will happen, maybe like a Wind Waker port or something. And last but not least is ARMS. If we don't see ARMS on the next system early, then it's probably not coming out. Like, we're not gonna get a sequel. Yeah, I'm gonna put this below 50-50 because, like, they put Min Min in Smash Brothers, and yet they haven't done anything with this franchise in ages. And yeah, that's the tier list of all the Switch 2 launch games I could see. So Mario will probably be the day one, and the rest of them, I'd say these ones are likely enough coming out, at least announced in 2025, coming out in 2026. And then 50-50s, I'm not sure about these. The unlikely ones probably wouldn't come out for a bit, or they probably won't happen. And then, yeah, so why not? Anyway, that's my ranking of this. What do you guys think? What Switch 2 games are you looking forward to the most? What are you hoping for? Let me know in the comments below. Later, folks. Also, I didn't excuse certain third-party games that could be coming out soon. I mean, of course, we're going to get third-party stuff, so yeah. Alright, bye-bye.